as I continue on my trek, my journey of learning the Igbo language of Nigeria, which of course is my ancestral tongue. And so it's a very personal journey for me. It's been one I've been on for about 9 months now. And of course, I thank God for this opportunity to do so. And of course, all of my friends from Biafra, let me say it correctly, and that has really been helping me with this from across the Atlantic. But in this segment, I'm continuing to challenge myself by learning on the topic of traveling. And I'm going to go over 50 more items, and it's going to be items 51 to 100 in my listing. If you want, feel free to look at the other video for the first 50 items as well. So again, we're talking about En-Jame, which means traveling in the Igbo language of Nigeria. All right, let me go down to the presentation, starting with item 51. Okay, so again, everything is themed upon traveling. So that's the context of what we're talking about here today. So to say sightseeing, which I don't know the literal translation, but when I do have a literal translation, I'll give it to you because it helps me remember it too. But for sightseeing, you would say Ea-Lay-Yar-Ea, sightseeing. So that's again Ea-Lay-Yar-Ea. One thing we do know is An-Yah means I. So again, that's Ea-Lay-Yar-Ea, sightseeing. Okay, next word is a combination of two words to denote souvenir. Okay, whenever you go to a trip, you want to bring back a souvenir in order to remember the trip. So this journey in the language is no exception. So it's made of two words. It would be En-Chay-Tah. En-Chay-Tah. And for this one, I am blessed to understand the literal translation, which again allows me to remember the words. So it would be Ihe is just in general, means an item, something. And En-Chay-Tah means memorial. So you're really saying item for memorial, which means souvenir in English. So it's Ihe En-Chay-Tah, souvenir. Okay. Next one is suitcase, an essential anytime that you travel, especially when you travel here from the U.S. over to Nigeria, specifically going to the Lagos airport. You got to have your bags packed, your suitcase. And so there's two words that form suitcase in Igbo, and that would be Ah-Kwah. Ah-Kwah, which is suitcase. And of course, Ah-Pah, the first word, means container, and Ah-Kwah means clothes. So container for your clothes equates to suitcase in the English language. So again, it's Ah-Kwah, which is suitcase. Ah-Kwah, suitcase. Of course, for many people, it's a scary time when they first leave the ground in the airplane. And so to say that, it's just one word. It would be Bah-Poe for takeoff. Bah-Poe for takeoff. Okay, to tour somewhere, which you want to sightsee, of course, you want to see everything, it would be En-Jame, tour. En-Jame is the word for tour. Again, En-Jame, tour. Okay, tourist, and I'm learning something from the 2 or 3 books that I'm studying on the language. Aun-Yae basically means person, so you'll see Aun-Yae a lot in the language. Just means someone, okay? And so tourist in this case would be Aun-Yae, En-Jame, En-Lay-Tah, which is tourist. And those 3 words break down as follows literally. So we understand the whole concept that translates into tourist is Aun-Yae, which would mean the person, En-Jame, traveling, and En-Lay-Tah, meaning visiting. So you're saying the person traveling and visiting, which is a tourist. So it all equates to the following. Aun-Yae, En-Jame, En-Lay-Tah, tourist. Again, Aun-Yae, En-Jame, En-Lay-Tah, tourist. Trah-Feek, which my good friend Chidi over there in Owerri tells me traffic is all over Nigeria. I experienced it a lot in Lagos, especially, but also in Uyo, where we normally go, and it can be something else as far as traffic, just like over here in the U.S. But traffic would be pronounced as Trah-Feek. Trah-Feek for traffic. Again, Trah-Feek, traffic. Okay, continuing on. Trek. Trek basically is a journey by foot. Okay, that's why you see on your screen a little hiker, just to symbolize traveling by foot. And again, it's different than English as far as in grammar where you place the verbs and the nouns and things like that. So in order to say trek, you would say Ee-Joe-Kwoe En-Jame. Ee-Joe-Kwoe En-Jame is trek when you put it all together. Now, literally, it breaks down as follows. E-G, which would actually mean to do something, and Okwo, which means foot, and may means use. So we're used to saying use the foot in America, but it's actually foot use. And then it's En-Jame, to travel. Okay, so put it all together again. It's E-G, root word, means to. Okwo means foot, may, to use, and En-Jame, to travel. Okay, so it's Ee-Joe-Kwoe En-Jame. Let me say it right. Ee-Joe-Kwoe En-Jame, which means trek. Okay, all right. Now again, you have to be careful with Igbo because some of the vowels are actually dropped. So when you see EG at the beginning of the words, you actually drop that second what looks like an I in Igbo. So again, it's May En-Jame. May. And hello for everybody that's joining. Okay. Travel agent's a little more involved in order to say it in Igbo. Travel agent, it will break down as follows. Let me say the whole thing out, then we'll break it down like we normally do. It would be Aun-Yae Na-ahụ Mah-Kah En-Jame for travel agent. And it breaks down as follows. Aun-Yae, remember that means a person. Na-ahụ Mah-Kah means responsible for. And En-Jame, traveling. So what you're saying then, person responsible for travel, which means travel agent. So again, it's Aun-Yae Na-ahụ Mah-Kah En-Jame, which is travel agent. And of course, you have some vowel dropping in there. When you see the word Na-ahụ, the second word, you don't say Na-ahụ, you say Na-hoe. You run the two A's together. You drop in one of the A's. So it's Aun-Yae Na-ahụ Mah-Kah En-Jame, travel agent. Okay. Vacation, you'll see the word for vacation quite a bit. You see it all over the language from what I've studied so far. Vacation would be A-K, vacation. Remember, what looks like an E to you is an A sound. So that's why it sounds when I try to say it. So it's A-Zoo-Mee-Kay, vacation. A-Zoo-Mee-Kay, vacation, which just basically means relaxation. Okay. All right. Airplane. Essential to traveling overseas these days in a timely fashion. And you'll see airplane pronounced as Oh-Bau-Lue, airplane. Oh-Bau-Lue, airplane. And of course, it breaks down from two words, which you'll see quite often. It's Oh-Bah, which means vehicle, and Elu, which means to go up. So what you're saying literally in English is a vehicle to go up. So in other words, you're flying. So again, this is one where you have to drop the E in Elu, which looks like an E in English. It's not pronounced that way, of course, in Igbo. I'm just keeping it simple. But it would be, again, Oh-Bau-Lue, airplane. Oh-Bau-Lue, airplane. All right. Again, you see something common. You keep seeing Oh-Bah. within vehicle names. So you have a vehicle that was a plane, which was Oh-Bau-Lue, but an automobile is Oh-Bau-La. Oh-Bau-La is automobile. And of course, it changes a little bit because the end of the word changes. So it's Oh-Bau, which is vehicle, and Allah, which means land. So vehicle for land is automobile. Remember, airplane was vehicle to go up. Now, automobile is vehicle for land. So Oh-Bau-La is automobile. So again, you're dropping the A in Allah at the end and running the two words together to form one word. So it's Oh-Bau-La, automobile. Oh-Bau-La, automobile. Okay. Balloon is Boe-Lome-Boe-Loe. Boe-Lome-Boe-Loe, balloon. And we're talking in travel wise, it's a hot air balloon. Boe-Lome-Boe-Loe, balloon. Boe-Lome-Boe-Loe, balloon. Okay. Bicycle is Igwe. Igwe, bicycle. Okay, again, even for boat, you'll see that root word in the beginning, Oba, just means vehicle once again. But in this case, to make it say boat, you would say Oba-Mee-Ree, boat. And what you're saying is Oba, vehicle, and Um-Mee-Ree means water. So you're saying a vehicle for the water, which means a boat. So again, it's Oba-Mee-Ree, boat. Okay. Again, you see the same word as you use for car, Oh-Bau-La. It means for any land vehicle. So Oh-Bau-La means car. It also means, in this case, bus. And Oh-Bau-La also means van. So any type of land vehicle is Oh-Bau-La. So again, Oh-Bau-La, bus. Same word as boat that we had earlier. It's Oba-Mee-Ree. But in this case, it depends on the context of your conversation. We're talking about the ferry. In other words, a boat that takes your vehicles across the sea in order to get to land. Again, is Oba-Mee-Ree. Same thing as boat. It's just applied to a ferry. So Oba-Mee-Ree, ferry. Okay. Motorcycle. I heard on a video a very interesting story. The word sounds just like the engine of a motorcycle, and that's why it has a pronunciation I'm going to give you. So motorcycle is Abatumtum, motorcycle. Again, Abatumtum, motorcycle. Okay, motorhome. I thought it was an ingenious way that the language describes a motorhome. And it comes from two words that basically means house and vehicle. And it would be Ola, which is house, and Oba, which you know is vehicle. So the whole word is Ola Oba, motorhome. Ola Oba, motorhome. So again, it comes from root words Ola, which is house, and Oba, vehicle. So a house that's a vehicle is a motorhome. Ola Oba, motorhome. Okay. Again, for ship, and we're talking about the big ones, the freighters, those type of ships, you know, the great ships. It's the same thing as boat, the same thing as ferry that we studied earlier. It's Oba-Mee-Ree, but the difference is that you add the word Nnukwu to the front. Nnukwu just means great, large, basically like an adjective. So to make it all come together, to say like a very big type of boat, like a freight liner, like this one on the screen, you would say Nnukwu Oba-Mee-Ree. Nnukwu Oba-Mee-Ree, ship. Okay. Subway. Subway has an interesting way of describing it in the language from a literal standpoint. To take the subway train, you would say Oza Oba Loco. That's Oza Oba Loco for subway. All right, and it breaks down as follows. Oza means way, and Oba Loco means train. So it's the way of the train, which is a subway in this context. So again, it's break down as Oza, which is way, And then the last word, Oh-Bau-Lue, means train. And of course, again, you're dropping that first O in O-Loco at the end of the word. That's why it sounds a little bit different. So it's Oza Oh-Bau-Lue for subway. Again, Oza Oh-Bau-Lue, subway. All right, again, taxi is the same thing as what we studied earlier, bus, car, van. It's the same word. For a taxi, you would say Ụgbọ-Ala, taxi. Ụgbọ-Ala, taxi. Van, as mentioned earlier, is the same as the rest. Ụgbọ-Ala, van. Ụgbọ-Ala, van. Okay, I believe balcony is a very interesting way that the language puts it together and how you describe what a balcony is. It's Mbara-Ihu, balcony. Mbara-Ihu, balcony. And again, that comes from the root words Mbara, which means space, and Ihu, on the ledge. So space on the ledge is your balcony. So it's Mbara-Ihu, balcony. Okay, bathroom while you're traveling. A little harder to pronounce, but we can do it because you have to drop quite a few verbs to say the whole word properly. But bathroom would be Ebana sa-ahụ. Ebana sa-ahụ is bathroom, and it comes from the root words Ebana, which means place. That's the two words in the front. Then asa, which means to wash, and aho means body. So what you're basically saying is place to wash the body, which is the bathroom. So again, it would be Ebana sa-ahụ, bathroom. Okay. Oche-Mee-Ree stands for beach in our lesson today, but it also can be said to mean ocean or river as well. So Oche-Mee-Ree is beach, but also can mean ocean or river. Again, Oche-Mee-Ree, beach. Okay. Check out. You know, when you leave the hotel, you have to check out. Again, that keeps you from being charged extra days on the room and that kind of thing. So it's Inde-Banye Ah-Poh, check out. Again, that's Inde-Banye Ah-Poh, check out. And that literally means Inde-Banye means to register, and Ah-Poh means on leaving. So register while you're leaving means to check out. So it's Inde-Banye Ah-Poh, check out. Okay. Corridor is basically like saying corridor with an accent. It's Carida, corridor. Carida, corridor. In other words, the glorified hallways in a hotel. Carida, corridor. Okay. Some rooms have double beds, and you can request that at certain hotels. So you want to know those words if you ever travel to the states within Nigeria that are Igbo of origin. It would be as follows. Now remember, you have to say Ah-Kwah correctly, because if you say Ah-Kwah, then what you're saying is cloth, but you don't want to say that, you want to say bed. So you have to say Ah-Kwah. Remember, Igbo is a tone language, so the way you say something makes it take on a different meaning. So you want to always drop your voice when you're saying bed. So it would be Ah-Kwah. So the whole thing would be this. Ah-Kwah bara umpi means double bed. So again, Ah-Kwah means bed, and bara umpi means double. Okay, so you're saying beds double instead of double beds, and that translates to double bed in English. Now you may be, it looks kind of strange to you, but with my English tongue and accent, I can't pronounce GB exactly the way they do in Igbo language. I just do the best I can with it and convert it to like a B sound in English, but it's actually pronounced just slightly different. But a lot of people with English tongues like mine can't pronounce it properly. And then that KP is also another sound that is actually one letter that I have a trouble saying, so I just pronounce it as P. So that's one of the ways you can tell a native speaker from an English speaker that has it as first language, because we're going to have a little bit of an accent when we try to say these words. But the best way I can pronounce it, of course, is Ah-Kwah bara Um-Mee, which is double beds. Ah-Kwah bara Um-Mee, double beds. Most of my Igbo friends say they can understand me, when I say it anyway, even though I have this strong accent when trying to pronounce the words. Okay, double room. Now, of course, double room technically in hotel speak means a room with a big bed. Not necessarily that you have two rooms, but that you have a room with a huge bed. So what you're basically saying is Imeola bara Um-Mee. If you remember, you had bara Um-Mee just a minute ago. This means double. So that means Imeola means room. So what you're saying is room double instead of double room. Because remember, most languages outside of English, they put the subject first, then the adjective. We're kind of backwards in English where we put the adjective, then the subject. So just remember that as we go along. So double room again would be Imeola bara Um-Mee, which means double room. Again, room double is what you're saying. Okay. All right, elevator. Elevator is Igwe Mbugo. Igwe Mbugo, elevator. And it just basically literally means, Igwe just means machine of any type, and Mbugo means elevator. So you're saying a machine that's an elevator, basically. And we just shorten in English and call it just elevator. So it's Igwe Mbugo, elevator. Okay. Fitness room. Fitness room, it just has 3 words instead of 2 in English. It's not really much of a difference. So don't be intimidated by 1 extra word as opposed to 2 in English. But it would be Ebe-Mmega-Ahụ, fitness room. And it translates as follows, literally. Ebe basically means a place. That's that EBE, which looks like that in English. And Mmega, which means exercise. And Ahụ means body. So what you're saying is it's place to exercise the body, which in English is called fitness room. So it's Ebe-Mmega-Ahụ, fitness room. Okay. Again, we're talking about bed. Sometimes, especially when I was younger, sometimes we would just get a cot for me instead of an extra room when I was a kid. And so basically that's what we call these little extra rooms, these fold out beds, things like that, extra beds, that is, those fold out beds. We call them cots in the US, especially in the military. And so sometimes you can request those in the hotel. So you want to know how to say that. So to say that over in Igbo land in Nigeria, it will be Ah-Kwah Mmezi, extra bed. Ah-Kwah Mmezi, extra bed. Again, Ah-Kwah means bed. And so that means you're describing it as an extra one. So that means Mmezi means extra. So you're saying bed extra. So Ah-Kwah Mmezi, extra bed, which we call a cot in the US. Okay. Floor is easy. It's just Allah. Allah, floor. Okay. The front desk, of course, what you're greeted with when you first come into a hotel would be Oche Ee-Hue, front desk. Of course, in this case, I like the way this literally means. It means Oche means desk, and Ee-Hue means face. So in other words, the desk that faces you is the front desk. So it's Oche Ee-Hue, front desk. Okay, full breakfast. Full breakfast. A little more involved to say that, but we can get it done. Full breakfast is En-Ree Otutu Zuru-ezu. Okay, and that's full breakfast. And it breaks down as follows. En-Ree just means food. So anytime you see En-Ree, you should be happy. That just means food. Otutu, the next word, means morning. So in other words, in order to say breakfast, you would say En-Ree Otutu. That means food in the morning. And the last 2 words, Zuru-ezu, means complete. So really what you're saying is literally food in the breakfast. So Tutu Zuru-ezu, full breakfast. finishing off number 87 of 100. Gift shop, a little more involved, but I like the way that it's broken down literally for our understanding as well in the language of Igbo of Nigeria, Southeast Nigeria. It would be Ola-Ahia Onyinye for gift shop. And that breaks down as follows. Ola means house. Ahia means market. So when you say Ola-Ahia, you're saying a shop, a house used as a market. That means shop. Onyinye means gift. So basically you're saying Ola-Ahia, shop, on so gifts. So again, to put it together is Ola-Ahia Onyinye, gift shop. Guest. Okay, guest would be as follows. Remember, you keep seeing that word Onye. Onye just means a person. But then you describe what type of person it is in the next word, which you'll see consistently throughout the language. It's Onye, which means a person, and Abia means visiting. So the person visiting is your guest. So it's Onye Abia means guest. Okay. Guest laundry, probably the hardest one for me to say, period, but I'll try to get this thing out because you do have to drop a couple vowels in here in order to say it correctly. But let me give it my best shot here on guest laundry. Guest laundry would be Isa-Kwan-Ya-Bia. Isa-Kwan-Ya-Bia is guest laundry. And it comes from the words Isa-Kwa, Isa-Kwa, which basically means laundry, and Onye again means the person, and Abia means visiting. So you're basically saying the laundry of the person visiting, which means guest laundry in English. So again, let's try it one more time because that is a harder one to say, but try to say it with me as well. Isa-Kwan, let me get it right. Isa-Kwan-Ya-Bia. Isa-Kwan-Ya-Bia. Guest laundry. Okay. Hair dryer. You're going to need those sometime over in Nigeria and anywhere else you go, of course. And again, you're saying the opposite way of saying it in English. You're saying dryer for hair instead of hair dryer. So it's dryer into two. Dryer into two. Hair dryer. And again, it breaks down as dryer means dryer. And into means hair. So you're saying dryer for hair, hair dryer. So again, it's dryer into hair dryer. Okay. High rise. And I picked a picture from Lagos Island. And when I was going through Lagos back in 2019, I mean, it was an amazing city. A city of 20 million people. So technically, it was bigger than New York City. And of course, they had a financial district, just like we have a Wall Street over here in the U.S. And you saw just amazing buildings of many stories. So they were very tall buildings. Even this picture that I found of Lagos Island doesn't do justice of how big some of those buildings really are. So there's quite a few high-rise buildings over there, just like it is in Europe, just like it is in the United States. Is just as developed. And you got highways just like over here and things like that. So don't believe, television doesn't, especially Nigeria in of itself. Nigeria is a very rich nation in many areas. Got a lot of poverty, yes, but what rich nation doesn't have a lot of poverty? Everyone does. Even over here in the U.S., people sleep under bridges and are homeless. So you're going to have that wherever you go. So you're going to have classes just like you have here, people of different economic levels. Same with Nigeria. So again, you'll see a lot of high rises over there if you go to the right places that look just like New York City. So in other words, to say high rise, like the buildings that are huge, that are skyscrapers we would call over here, you would say Elu, Erelu. Elu, Erelu. Let me get it right. That's right. Ea-Lay-Yar-Ea is a high rise. And it comes from the root words Elu, which means high, and Irilu, which means to rise. So again, this one actually follows more the convention of English, where you have high rise literally, like we would say it. So it's Elu, Irilu, Elu, Irilu for high rise. And of course, that last word, E-L-U, what looks like E-L-U in English, you drop that E. And that's why you don't pronounce it the way that it looks. So it's Elu, high rise. Okay, housekeeping. So again, housekeeping in a hotel, you'll find that all over the place, just like in Nigeria, just like over here. So you have housekeepers that keep everything. So it would be Ile-Katola, housekeeping. Ile-Katola, housekeeping. And it comes from the root words Ile-Kata, which means to take care of, and Ola, the house. So again, you're literally saying to take care of the house. The people that take care of the house are the what? Housekeepers or housekeeping as a group. Again, you drop the A, what looks like the A in Ile-Kata. You drop that last A and you run the two words together and almost make them one. So it's Ile-Katola, Ile-Katola, housekeeping. All right. Just like anywhere else, you have an information desk when you're traveling. That can be in the airport, that can be in hotels, hospitals, anywhere that you may go, you have an information desk. And so you need to know how to say that. So it would be Oche Amoma, information desk. Again, Oche, you've been introduced to that earlier in this video, means desk. And Amoma means knowledge. So you're talking about the desk where knowledge is, or information desk. So it's Oche Amoma, information desk. All right. Internet is almost like English. It's Interneti for internet. Interneti. So yeah, if you're going to any nice hotels, a lot of times you're going to get Wi-Fi you would in the United States of America. So again, for Wi-Fi or the internet, you would say Interneti for internet. Interneti, internet. Okay. King size bed. One of the running jokes I have with my wife that we'll never have a king size bed in my house. We have a queen size bed. I said if she's in a king size bed, she's too far away from me. So we've always agreed for nearly this 20 years of my marriage, our marriage that is, to have just a queen size bed. And that's as far as we're going on that one. So you can have your king size bed, but at least you know how to pronounce it. And it would be Ah-Kwah, king size bed. Remember the word Ah-Kwah, which means bed, and Eze means king. So again, you're saying bed for king. So king size bed. So it's Ah-Kwah, king size bed. So I thank my tutor that's online with me as well, Chidi, for being on. Thank you for coming and supporting. All right. Key. So key, there's two words that I found for key. One being igodo for key. Igodo for key. But also the other word that seems to be dominant in my studies for key is intuye. Can also be used for key. Intuye. Also for key. Okay, lobby. Lobby would be lobby. Lobby. It's almost like saying lobby with an accent, which would sound that way to an English ear. It's almost like saying lobby in English, but it's lobby. Lobby for lobby. Okay, last few ones. And local calls. And that's why I have just the landline phone as my graphic that you'll find in hotels for local calls instead of the cell phone. It would be Oku Mpayara, local calls. Oku Mpayara local calls. Let me say it one more time because I made a mistake. Oku Mpayara local calls. I don't know how to break that down literally, but we just had to take my tutor's word for it. That is correct. So it's Oku Mpayara local calls. Okay. All right. Lounge. If you remember, I told you earlier, Ezumike meant vacation. Well, Ezumike just means to relax, period, no matter what you're talking about. So again, you see that word a lot in the language from my studies so far. But to say lounge, you know, within a hotel, you would say Ebe Ezumike, which is lounge. So again, Ebe just means place. And the word you already know, Ezumike, means relaxation. So you're saying the place of relaxation in the context of a hotel means a lounge. So it's Ebe Ezumike, lounge. All right, and last one, before we conclude, and the picture is basically a Hyatt Regency in India, but I just thought that was just a really cool picture, very, very nice, luxurious looking hotel. But luxury would be Okomoko luxury. Just in general, the concept of luxury is Okomoko luxury. So again, we'll end here. And of course, I'm still studying this topic of traveling in the Igbo language of Nigeria, again, my ancestral tongue. So I'll be continue to study on this. It's a lot of terms in relation to traveling. It's a bittersweet day because technically, today was supposed to be the day that my wife and I and our traveling party were supposed to fly to Lagos. We always do it on the Memorial Day weekend here from the United States, but the travel ban is still on, so we'll just have to take a rain check and pray, Lord, keep opening up the windows of heaven and throw us down a blessing so we can get back on Nigerian soil one of these days if the good Lord sees fit. So thank you for joining me again today. Thank you all for your support in me learning this language. Again, I'm about 9 months in, and so I'm still very much a rookie, still a novice in learning language, but my goal is to be fluent if the good Lord sees fit. May God continue to bless you and keep you. Talk to you on the next occasion if the good Lord sees fit. Good night. Bye-bye.